Good morning and welcome back to the Kimberly Ponce channel, where today we are discussing awesome topics with an awesome person, and that's you, boo. Whoever you is behind the screen. Ooh, ooh. Thanks for joining. Ooh, ooh. We gonna get down. Ooh, ooh. It's gonna be a fiesta aquí. Oh yeah, we gonna get down and party. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. Let me hear you say it after me. Ooh, ooh. Okay. Anyway, I am here, and it's gonna be a good day, and I hope you is having a good day. I kind of wanted to show you guys right quick. I got excited. I've been working on my fashion line, and this is a dress I designed. Isn't it cute? And then these are the shoes that go with it. Let me see how I can like do that, and then like these are the shoes that go with it. Oh shit. But yeah, I'm excited about it. It's actually really, really fun to put all the artistic skills to a functional use, and not like art is never functional, but you know what I mean? Like to actually design something with, because usually all of my art is like abstract, you know, like the mushroom, it's pretty obvious it's a mushroom, but like over here, there's a lot of abstract. So it's pretty cool, like developing more and more of a specific narrowed down style for a very lucrative endeavor. It's really exciting. But yeah, this is like the fit that I designed. There's also a dress that I designed. It's actually, I'm using it as a bookmark right now, but I'll show you. I'm gonna lose my spot in this book. I don't wanna lose my spot. This is a really good book I'm reading right now. It's like, this guy was selling it in Brooklyn. He was signing it, and he gave it to me for free, actually. It was like $40 worth of product, but it's a really good book so far. This is a dress. More elegant, long, formal wear. And like shoes with that. And then like, let me see. Trying to, here. You can see the shape. Hips. And it goes down. It's like formal wear. Anyway, I'm just like kind of excited about. It's fun because I've been working on this, and this is gonna be like the business I start. And it's in the works. I just have to get the LLC, and anyway, I'm excited. I'm like, and it's exciting. That's what I'm up to. Yeah, I put a little too much sugar in this coffee, but I ain't gonna complain. Know what I'm saying? But today's video is, the title of this video is Nobody is Happy for You. Almost nobody is happy for you. Isn't that nice? But there's this verse that I just think makes a lot of sense for anyone that's living their life right now. And you're getting this message. I hope that this is comforting and encouraging in some way. So 2 Timothy 3:1-17. But understand this, that in the last days there will come times of difficulty. For people will be lovers of self, lovers of money, proud, arrogant, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, heartless, unappeasable. That's a good one. That actually makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not loving good, treacherous, reckless, swollen with conceit, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having the appearance of godliness but then denying God's power. Avoid such people. Isn't that the truth? Isn't that just like set such a good like understanding for what's going on right now? It makes me feel a lot better to understand it just a little bit more. And you know, I'm not getting on here to be the gal that's like, I'm trying to figure out how to get comfortable. I'm not jumping on here to be the gal that says like, oh, like never trust anybody, because that's like a little dark. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a little unsustainable, because like we have to have points in our lives where we let our guards down to an extent. So what I will say is that maybe just don't let anybody earn your trust. Why is everything falling? Oh my gosh. And when we talk about how nobody is happy for you, what I mean to say is not everybody is happy about your success or your progress that you've been making. And I'm sure y'all have heard too that the enemy is the devil is the enemy. The enemy will come up against any progress you're making. So that's why it's such an important concept to. I'm trying my best. I'm really trying my best. But it's hot, and I like. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a great day. It's gonna be awesome. It's just like when we are making that progress, it's the enemy's like favorite game to stall it or delay or to kind of like halt, like it halts you're like going up the steps, and then they're taking the steps away from you as you're about to like step up to the next level. Doesn't it feel like that sometimes when you're like seriously like you're like I am doing everything I can, and I know the Bible says to earn that I should have like the wealth without toiling for it, but like I feel like I'm toiling and I'm spinning over here and I'm spinning my wheels and I don't see the progress. That's completely normal to an extent and to be expected. It's to expect resistance when you're going your own way, when you choose yourself as a child of God and the assignment that He has given you on your life. Expect resistance. You can absolutely be prepared for that. You're gonna wish you were more prepared if you didn't practice thinking in your mind like, oh, I should be prepped for this. Like, be prepared to not only dance in the rain, but to spar in the rain. Be prepared to dance in the storm, and then also be prepared to throw down in the storm too. It's part of life to suffer, and the Bible does let us know that we will experience suffering. So we just have to create our own happiness, and it's hard because it's like you want to be celebrated, like your success and your progresses are awesome, and I'll celebrate it with you, like good job, awesome, like you went to the gym, you went grocery shopping, you handled the laundry that needed to be done, etc., etc. Like whatever was on your to-do list, you did it. You know what I'm saying? You executed and mocked off the to-do list. So maybe, and like what's kind of coming to mind too is like when you're sharing the good news, whatever it is, you got promoted, there's a new chapter in your life starting, it's a blessing, whatever it is, like it's a blessing and it's in your life, and then it's like it really feels like literally either people are being fake and saying and giving you what you want to hear, but like really you can feel the energy, and it's just like they're jealous and have envy over the blessing of whatever it is in your life that God is blessing you with right now. Say you got say your finances just broke through and you was balling like that's a whole lot of money in this mother, like that type of level, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever, like people will be envious and jealous, and not everyone is going to be happy about your progress and your stepping up in the world. Let's see. Maybe you're starting your new business. Maybe you just got a new car. Maybe you just got 2 new cars, and your neighbors kind of give you like that side eye and then make a comment about, oh, you really need all that extra room for groceries or something. Like, oh, you really, like, people will, this is what I'm saying, people will acknowledge your success, but then give you like an underhanded little dig in the same sentence. That's a little person. And I'm not saying like the people that are born smaller and like of short stature, I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's of their moral character and their aptitude that is small. They're not able to give you praise when it's deserved credit, give credit where credit is due. They can't do that, so they'll say like, oh, well, like, yeah, but is it really gonna, like, I mean, how many miles is that? Like, it's like, yeah, it's not many miles on it though. Or like, the SUV, it's just like, I would rather, like, they'll give you the credit and then like tear you down at the same time. And those are the people like that we see in this first 2 Timothy 3:1-7. That's that we should avoid. And that's what unappeasable is too. So it's kind of like chronic dissatisfaction, and that's what, like, I feel like a lot of America is. So yeah, I didn't want to like hop on here and be like the girl that's like, never trust anybody, because we're human, and at some point we have to have a shoulder to cry on, or lean on, or just confide in, and like that's healthy, and like just keep your circle small, and don't let anybody just earn your trust. So it's not like trust no one, but it's like just don't let anybody earn your trust. Like, first of all, they have to earn it. They have to, anyone, I don't care who you are, they have to earn their way into your life by actions of strong character and actions matching their words. That's how, like, I kind of like go about it. I'm like, you have to earn your way into gaining access to me, because like, that's just like, I'm getting better and better at like learning how to put up boundaries and like value myself more. And the more that I like get heartbroken, the more that I end up loving myself more, and see that I really had everything in me in the beginning, in the first place. And like, I have all of the sources of healing and abundance and love that that's all I ever need. And then I have God too. So don't just let anybody earn your trust. And that's what, yes, thank you, Holy Spirit. That's what this is too. I have 1 John 4:1. Beloved, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirit to see whether they are from God. For many false prophets have gone out into the world. So if you're interviewing, or you're considering new people in your life, or you have people in your life you're just not quite sure of, refer to the Word of God. He said, Psalms 119:105, your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. He gives us the book of life to live this life with. It has the answers and the secret ingredients, if you will, to learn how to navigate the treacherous plots of the enemy. Okay, I made myself giggle on that one. But if you're just not certain, that's perfectly normal. We're in this stage in the end times where literally part of our reality is actively deceiving us. So don't be embarrassed. Don't feel like you're any less. Don't feel in any bad way about it. We're literally in the end times where the false prophets are out and about. There's people that have the appearance of godliness but then deny God's power. So don't put any thought into like, oh, like I hope I don't get like scammed by like something that seems legit, and then it like reasonable, valid, of course, very, very good for you to be thinking about like steps ahead and stuff like that. But before even like stressing or worrying about any of that, like, I don't know who to trust, I don't know what to believe, I don't even know what article I should deem worthy of credibility, i.e. political news and i.e. propaganda, you know, completely valid. Like, that's, I feel like where a lot of people are at right now. Instead of fret and worry and apprehension and anxiety, 1 John 4:1, Beloved, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirit to see whether they are from God. For many false prophets have come out into the world, have gone out into the world. There's an example of Delilah in the Bible too, and she's a strong example of a monitoring spirit. She went and told the Philistines everything that Samson did. So if there's somebody in your life, and also this video is about like monitoring spirits and stuff, because that's kind of like people in our lives that are closest to us can be those monitoring spirits, and often most are, and the devil uses the people closest to us to, you know, because those are the people that haven't, you know, if they say something, we're more susceptible to that person's opinion, and then more apt to change something in our life because of something they said or the way they view it. Because like we take their opinion seriously. They're like a close family or friend member, and or a close family member or friend. And you know, like that's why the devil uses those close vicinities and close connections. I don't care if it's your mom, if it's your dad, if it's your brother and your sister. If they're not giving you vibes of support, I would recommend no contact and a strong cutoff game. Imagine trying to lift off in a hot air balloon, and you got 3 people on each side of the hot air balloon that say they're for you, that have been with you since you was a baby, and you love them and you know them, but they're just dragging and putting weight on the hot air balloon while you're in the balloon, and you have your dreams and your ambitions and your visions for the world, to change the world. You have this impact in your heart that you know you can offer, and you're just trying to like lift off the ground and go into the sky with your hot air balloon, and you have all of this like buoyancy and you're excited, and it's like if you keep these people around just because they've been close to you, because they were in your past, they're going to be extra baggage, and you're never gonna like say this is a hot air balloon, you're never gonna like lift off. Like it's just gonna be like people hanging and dragging you down, kind of crabs in the bucket mentality again. So I you know, I'm like, it's kind of sad that like it feels like most people aren't happy for you, but in the same vein and like the same token, I don't know, I don't want to say like F them, but kind of, yeah, like fuck them, because you're doing you, and the reason that they can't stop criticizing you is because they can't start making actions for their own lives. And then because they can't stop criticizing you, and they see that their criticism against what you was doing isn't stopping you or discouraging you in any way, then they start to watch your every move. They see that your comments, that the comments that they're giving you, and the little jabs here and there, little sharp elbows that they offer in the middle of a sentence, in the middle of a conversation that seemed convivial, that seemed gregarious, that seemed friendly and harmless and totally innocuous. You think these relationships and connections are just, you know, like you thought you was safe with these peeps, and then it turns out they was faking the whole time that they even liked you. And after a while, you get so successful that they just can't even hide it anymore. And that's when they start to become obsessed and watch your every move. And I mean every move. And that's why monitoring spirits are such, you know, people can feel when they're being watched. It's something that you're going to have to learn to handle if you're going to be in, your mission, because people will be after you. They want to watch and study you. You have information that they want. You're a valuable asset to this earth, and you're better in this world because you're alive and contributing and smiling and laughing and even crying and even screaming. You're a beautiful soul, and never ever like let anybody, you know, discourage you because you're following your purpose that God, you know, laid on your life. Like, he had that plan for you and you answered the call. So these people that are criticizing you, belittling you, degrading you, devaluing your worth, it all comes from their inability to start improving their own lives. So, because this is such a strong